104.7 The Cave plays pure classic rock.
104.7 The Cave, Mike the intern in the studio with Megan once again for another edition on... Let's do this again. 104.7 The Cave, Mike the intern today on the phone with Megan. It's another edition of Online Reviews. We never tell Megan what we'll be talking about. She just has to get through the reviews as best she can. Today we're doing 25 of the funniest types of different reviews, so they all kind of have their own category, I guess, if you will. So, Megan, how are you?
Oh, great. How are you?
Good. So, as always, the lawyers would like me to remind you these are not our views, merely views that people have placed online. We've scoured the internet for the funniest, and we found them. And today, the first one we're going to do is the dark-sided children's movie review of a classic, The Wizard of Oz. So, take it away.
Okay. Transported to a surreal landscape, a young girl kills the first person she meets and then teams up with 3 strangers to kill again.
Super accurate, actually.
It is very accurate. Like, I totally get the witch's side of that movie.
What was the newer one that they put out, and she gets betrayed and then she turns green and gets angry and all that stuff?
Yes.
I felt bad for her, man. I felt bad for her. And she was a hottie before.
And I totally feel like that's like our generation now is like, oh, let's feel bad for the bad guy. But in actuality, like, total justice was served.
Speaking of, let's hear a review from the angry wife.
Oh, gosh. Okay, let's see. It's called Is it called Bulletproof?
Yeah, that's what it says, yeah.
But they spelled bullet wrong. Bullit. I love my new home theater system. In fact, I love it so much that I tend to watch it a bit too much. The wife and I got in a heated debate about my new television once. About my new television use. One thing led to another, and she tried to rip my 50-inch Samsung clean off the wall. Thanks to this mount, the TV is still on the wall and working well. Mount versus angry wife, the mount won.
We'll get to part 2. Online reviews on the way next on 104.7 The Cave. 104.7 The Cave, Mike the intern in the studio with Megan this morning, another edition of Online Reviews. Today we are discussing 25 of the funniest types of reviews that you can find out online. And this one's kind of a mixed bag of different stuff. The next one, we've heard from the angry wife. We've heard from the dark-minded child movie review. This one is actually, I can't remember what they called this one, the King James Bible. So someone actually reviewed the King James Bible. What did they have to say about that, Megan?
Well, to start it off, they gave it 1 star. Despite what the title may lead you to believe, this book has absolutely nothing to do with LeBron James. Disappointed.
And as always, these are not our reviews. These are other people. So, God, it's not me. We're just reading what somebody else wrote. And lawyers, please protect us.
We're going to go through like 12 Hail Marys after this.
Yeah, right. So the next one, speaking of disappointing, is a disappointing review.
Oh, gosh. Okay. It's called the Blue Cat Cafe.
Yeah, Blue Cat Cafe. So I've never seen a blue cat before.
I wish this was a cat cafe. The name is really deceiving. I just want cats. Oh my gosh.
And
this is not be the loneliest person.
He just wants cats. We'll get to part 3 of online reviews on the way next on 104.7 The Cave. 104.7 The Cave, Mike and Megan back in the studio, another edition of Online Reviews. Today we are going through some of the 25 funniest types of reviews. We haven't got to them all. We will get to them soon. As always, these are not our views, merely views people have placed online. I find the funniest ones and make Megan read them. That's that simple. So don't sue us. They're not our ideas. We're just reading them to you because they're on the internet for everyone to see. It's that simple. And usually Megan has trouble getting through it. The funnier, the better. It's kind of funny.
They're gold. Like, you literally scrounge the internet and find gold.
It's also very sad. The next one is called the Mythical Beast Review. The Mythical Beast Review.
Okay, I'm sorry. The title on this review is called Accoutrements Inflatable Unicorn Horn for Cats? What? Why? Like, why? Okay, it's got 1 star. It's turned my cat into a jerk. I thought it would be fun if my cat looked like a magical unicorn of medieval lore. Not so fun is that he has taken this unicorn mythology a bit too seriously around my girlfriend. Lately, whenever she approaches or tries to pet him, he darts off wildly in a range. Only a maiden pure may tame a unicorn. I can't get through it.
Well, that's what you get when you give a cat too much power. All right, so the last one we're going to do today is the machete review. So they're reviewing a 24-inch machete on Amazon.
Okay, so not the movie Machete.
No, like not the movie, but an actual, like, for real machete.
Oh God, this is gonna be dark. Okay, 5 stars. Title is great. Every summer, degenerate, dope smoking kids. I already know. Dope smoking kids come to camp near my house at Crystal Lake. I put on my hockey mask and use my cold steel Latin machete to discourage these teens from drinking beer and having premarital sex. It's what my mom would have wanted me to do.
Aww. Rest in peace, Mrs. Voorhees. Thank you so much, Megan. It's online reviews. Have a good one.
Bye.
.7 The Cave plays pure classic rock.